My name is Mustafa Dumbuya, your afternoon host.
In 2001, 2 young Canadians embarked on life-changing internships in West Africa. In Ghana and the Ivory Coast, Ben Peterson and Alexandra Secott-Levesque saw widespread human rights abuses, but no accountability for what was happening. They decided they needed to take action. Knowing that the first step to ending human rights abuses is educating people about what rights they have, Ben and Alex came up with their mission: use the media to create change. If local journalists put a spotlight on human rights issues, people can begin to learn about their own rights and demand accountability. Journalists for Human Rights started out small. It took 3 years of hard work and persistence to get it off the ground. But in 2004, working from Ben's parents' basement, Ben, Alex, and a small team of volunteers launched their first project in Ghana. Since that first project in Ghana, JHR has worked in 21 countries across Africa, the Middle East, and most recently, Northern Canada. In over 12 years of training reporters to produce strong, human rights-focused journalism, we have seen hundreds of stories lead to life-changing results. One example is a story written by Theophilus Seaton that led to the dismissal of an education minister in Liberia.
I first heard of the condition of the school from a friend who narrated to me what was happening, because it was completely in a bad shape. Students were fighting for chairs to sit in school, and you have almost like 1,500 students for a particular session.
I first entered the school. I regretted why I came to the school because no good facility was in the school.
The story was reported the next morning, and incredibly, the next thing I heard on the news was that the president was at the school that morning upon reviewing the newspapers. So the president went there and she was very angry. She drove to the Ministry of Education and suspended the minister, and after a month, he was dismissed along with the deputies for poorly managing the situation at the school.
I would say thanks to the human rights journalists and journalists of human rights for the level of support given us. Without you, the development we see here would not have been possible.
Other stories produced by JHR-trained journalists have led to the building of wells in communities where there was no water. Doctors being sent to hospitals where there were no doctors, and the safe transfer of power during elections in post-conflict countries like Sierra Leone and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. In 2013, JHR launched its first program in Canada, bringing our innovative human rights media training to Indigenous communities in Northern Ontario. We are working with communities to expand the voices of Indigenous peoples in Canadian media.
I've learned that I can do so much with what I have, and I've learned that I'm capable and I have potential. These kind of programs gives us hope.
I think it's important for First Nations people to tell their own stories, because there's a lot of literature out there right now that's probably misrepresented.
It creates a voice that can be heard worldwide.
In Jordan, JHR's program is building on the momentum of the Arab Spring by developing journalists' human rights reporting skills and by creating groundbreaking technology to support their coverage. This year, we launched JHR's newest project in the world's newest country, South Sudan. The country is currently on the brink of famine and in the midst of a brutal civil war. 1.5 million people are in refugee camps and 4 million people face malnutrition. Never has the need for JHR's work been greater.
It's the first time that this project has actually brought together all the media actors in the country.
Not only the media sector, not only the journalists in the Republic of South Sudan, but the entire people of the Republic of South Sudan are going to benefit in this project.
Through this project, the skills and the knowledge that they will gain in terms of covering human rights issues within the country may actually hold the government accountable.
Thanks to your support, JHR has trained 13,000 journalists whose stories have changed the lives of millions. Together, we can keep human rights in the headlines.